So most of my family is actually not from South Dakota. So I would like to... Actually, I don't think any of them are actually from South Dakota, so I'd like to start a...
So that's kind of why?
Yeah, I'd like to go out there and start a family.
So yeah, you gotta branch out.
Yeah, and I want to get my family all around the world.
Okay, that's a good goal.
And I think starting in South Dakota would be the prime location.
So like when you make goals, they have to be reachable. I think that's definitely
attainable.
A reachable goal.
So yeah, because you have your short-term goals, your long-term goals. That's definitely a short-term goal. I would like to, after graduation, move to South Dakota, start a family immediately.
Yeah.
And then just keep branching out and see what happens, man. Okay. Just take it day by day.
And then, what's your long-term goal?
Long-term goal is to eventually, within the next probably 10 to 15 years, get into North Dakota.
Okay. Kind of test the waters.
Yeah, I don't know. I've talked to some people, so we'll see what happens. I can't say much about it right now. But there are some things in the works, so
I've heard it's a step in the upwards direction.
Yeah, it's definitely you gotta how we talked about passing down, it's kind of passing up.
Passing up.
So yeah, but I've talked to people. We got some things in the works. There's a lot of things that I know that I can't say on this podcast.
It's confidential.
Maybe we can talk when the mics get turned off.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, I would like to get into North Dakota eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does that answer your question, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So what are let's see, what are some questions? I feel like I'm repeating questions, so I'm not really usually my interviews are pretty straightforward. I'll ask questions and I'll just kind of, branch off of that. But I feel like we're not going off of it at all.
Normally when I do casting couch auditions, by this point, we're not doing questions.
Yeah.
We're doing other things.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I completely forgot. I'm pretty sure I already asked you a question twice.
Did you?
I think so. I think it was about
viewers in the comments.
In the comments, please let us know. And if you don't, that means we're doing a good job. For a second, I thought the microphone was off, and I was we just repeat it all in verbatim. It would have been fine. And because
hold on.
Yeah.
I would like to give a shout out to Sam's Choice Purified Drinking Water with Flavor Enhancing Minerals.
Is there any discount codes?
No.
Okay.
There is no discount codes for this one. So.
Okay.
And that is Sam's Choice Purified Drinking Water with Enhanced. Oh wait, I effed that up. Sorry, just go ahead. I'll get that right. We'll cut that out. We'll redo that and put that in there.
Yeah. So I feel like we already answered quite a handful of these questions.
Is there anything you're just dying to know about me? No. Is
there one day in college where you're just wow, that happened? It's just really surreal. It could be good, it could be bad, either or.
Wow, that happened. I don't know. Do you have an answer to that question?
Well, shoot, I wasn't expecting you to.
I'm gonna turn your question into a question.
Let's see, something surreal that I've. Oh, dude, Blue Crew easily. So definitely, when I first got into Blue Crew, I was I thought it was between me and another guy to get into the group. It turned out we both got it. I was whoa. And so for all of those viewers that don't know what Blue Crew is, it is a secret, anonymous organization on campus made of 10 very school-spirited individuals. And we basically go to varsity games, and we got these clown masks on and blue wigs and yellow wigs, and it's a good time. But definitely that was pretty sweet. Definitely.
I think for me it was getting the call that I got an orientation team, because I did not expect to get on there at all. And it seemed like they took forever to get back with me. And I remember talking to my mom, and I was like, yeah, I mean, the interview went okay, but I don't think I'm what they're looking for. And I remember I was getting food at the Ottawa East Dining Hall, and I felt my phone going off. I didn't check it until I got back into President's Hall, and I looked, and I saw it was a 530 number, which is a Toledo on the university, and they left a voicemail, and I listened to the voicemail. I was I was so ecstatic for that. Yeah. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was definitely cool. When I got in, it took a while, but I eventually got in. I think, let's see. because I think there technically wasn't a spot for me, but they ended up making a spot for me. So that was really cool. So I was like literally the last person to get in. So I'm really happy that happened, because that summer would have sucked if I didn't.
I know. I was just really excited to be like staying on campus throughout the summer with nobody else really up here,
except for just like your closer friends.
Yeah. So it was just really cool. I was really happy to get that call. So that would probably be my like wow.
Yeah.
Moment.
It's really cool being able to like meet all the new, like literally all the new incoming freshmen and kind of introduce them to college.
I met another student, incoming student named Sawyer.
Yeah.
And I've never met anybody with my name. And I was so excited, and he did not share my enthusiasm whatsoever on that.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Do you ever have those moments where like it could be someone maybe with your name or someone that looks just like you, and you're just like, I wonder if we're the same, and then you're not the same at all.
Doesn't everybody have like a twin or something out there?
Mm-hmm. Mine is Miles Teller, and we're very different. We're very different people.
Okay.
He's like actually kind of cool.
Oh. Yeah, because he's definitely a lot cooler than you.
If you were to take Miles Teller, like his hair, and Michael Cera's everything else, and then they had a baby, I would be that. Because like I have the voice of Michael Cera.
You kind of remind me of Michael Cera a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm kind of more on the dry side.
Yeah.
My voice
wow, I've never thought of it that way.
My voice is like kind of like softer, and just kind of, and
can I hold your hand?
Yeah. I'm also skinny. You did cross country that one movie, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the Juno movie?
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Definitely.
That's the only reason I don't have a kid right now. It's because of that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Michael Cera, Miles Teller, if you guys are listening, we'd love to have you out on the podcast.
Oh, I heard they're big listeners.
Yeah.
I actually just got done doing the Joe Rogan Experience with Michael Cera before I came here and did this one.
Okay.
And, he's like, which one are you about to go do? And I was like, straight out of college. He's like, oh yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, that's the newer one on the YouTube. And I was like, Michael. And so yeah, he's a listener. So
for sure.
Shout out to Michael Cera, buddy. What's up? We'll see you after this.
Yeah. The one show I've been preparing for that I haven't gotten a call back yet, but I'm getting ready for Hot Ones.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The show where they basically like eat.
I thought that's what this was going to be like a little bit more.
No, actually, if you look at my Patreon, which currently has $0,
yeah.
So it has a goal where if I get, I think it's like $10 a month, then before every episode I'll eat hot sauce, because I do really bad with hot foods.
Yeah.
And then if it's $100 a month, I'll do something hotter, and then it gets to the point where if I get paid, it's like either 100,000 or $1 million, something stupid.
Yeah.
Before every episode, I'll have like a little shot of whatever. Maybe not a shot, but like I forgot what exactly I put down, but just the world's hottest hot sauce, and I'll eat it. So every interview is just gonna be me crying. So
I think I might donate for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much to get you to do the shot of the hottest hot sauce? Like $1 million?
Probably enough to start doing SoundCloud, or Spotify.
Okay.
Or no, that's for the hot sauce, but that's like 100,000. I think it got to the point where like you buy out the show if you pay enough. But I don't think anyone's gonna be.
Can I buy out this show?
Can
I just take it over?
For $1 million a month, sure.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And I'll just rent it out of your house here.
Yeah.
Like, Daniel, you have to leave. I have to record your podcast. So are we going to play Connect 4, or is it just sitting over there for no reason?
It's more of like a temptation device. It's right next to the front door, so when you walk in, it kind of keeps guys around.
Yeah, like, are we going to play Connect 4?
Right, it kind of
like, I want to leave, but I don't know if we're going to play it or not.
It keeps you in that climactic moment where you don't know what's going to happen next,
Yeah. You
can connect some circles or just have awkward conversation. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen next.
Since we described what Daniel looks like, let's describe what I look like. So I would say I'm definitely a combination of Dog the Bounty Hunter and Roseanne Barr would be the two. Would you say that's pretty accurate if they had a child?
I don't know who either of those people are.
For you viewers out there that know Dog the Bounty Hunter and Roseanne Barr, that's pretty much what you're getting here with this voice.
Okay.
So... yeah.
Cool. Now I know.
Yeah.
I'll have to look them up later.
Yeah.
Do you think they're listening to the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Cool. Yeah, so...
You listen to, like, what podcast do you listen to?
Oh, dude. I listen to... You're not going to know this one. It's the Collective podcast.
The Collective podcast.
Mm-hmm. It's... Shout out to Ash Thorpe. If you're listening to this, man...
They are.
Please let me on your podcast. So basically,
I think I've heard of this.
He's I didn't even hear him before the podcast, but he's super popular in the industry. Mm-hmm. Basically, the podcast is him talking to a bunch of professionals. That it could be anywhere from music creator, like digital music creators, to CGI artists, to storyboard artists, anything that can be considered the entertainment industry, like photography, anything. He talks to them, and he kind of gets like their approach as to what they do and like what their lifestyle is like and how they do what they do. But a lot of it too is just them BSing. And it's really cool to realize that these people that are so high up in the industry are just super cool people that aren't just weird old people that just work. They got personalities and are really cool. So it makes me more jealous that I'm not in the industry yet. So
you're not even graduated college yet.
I know, but still, like...
And this podcast is taking off, so...
For sure, man. Yeah, definitely.
Stride Socks.
I'm already, I already got a sponsor.
Yeah.
So, who knows, maybe next week. I have other sponsors, but we're... you can't give too much at once, You have to leave your audience in suspense of what else. Because, it's really important.
Because they listen for the sponsors.
It's really important to know who I sponsor, because that means that I truly love
Wait, you sponsor other people? Or they sponsor you?
I'm always bad about wording that. Like, I sponsor them, I think, because I show off their products. Right?
No, I think it's they sponsor you. They're paying you... to show off their products, so that they're sponsoring you.
They're sponsoring me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they're sponsoring me. So are you sure? I thought it was they're sponsors. So I don't know. I hate.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We just go to Stride Socks.
We have a business connection. It's pretty official, but okay, let's
Is it the entire state of South Dakota that's going to sponsor you on your next podcast? Because I gave him a lot of shout outs here. That equates to dollar amounts that I'm giving them in marketing and awareness to their state. So
I'm thinking about just really converting over to strictly using Bitcoin currency.
There you go. There you go. That's hot right now, right?
Yeah, it's so hot. Trending. People are investing in it.
Yeah.
So
I only use $2 bills. Like that's strictly. If you look at my wallet right now, there's $3,000. I have a very large wallet, only in $2 bills.
Let me see. That's that's like 1,500.
It's close. Bills. It's around that. It's around 1,500 $2 bills in my wallet right now. And I get mugged all the time.
Yeah.
And you should see the look on their faces. They're like, "Give me all your money," and I'm like. You're not going to believe this, but I only have $2 bills on me right now, and I hand them like a wad of $2 bills, and I'm wow, this is really cool. And I'm like, yeah.
And they might even be nice enough, and give you some of it back.
Yeah, I don't expect it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I make some good coin doing podcasts like this, true. Like, because you're going to pay me, right?
In socks.
Stride Socks. So yeah.
I think it's Stride.
Is it Stride Gum?
That's what I thought. Shoot.
You don't know if it's... I really hope you use the right...
I am 85% sure it's Stride. Let me check. Oh, okay. Let's go to mission. And StrideLine Socks.
Oh, God. We're going to have to redo this whole thing.
Hello and welcome to the Straight Out of College podcast. Woo! You're listening to Daniel. Okay.
Wow.
Is this still recording? Okay. We're still good.
You guys still hear us out there?
They're
live?
They're
We're live,
still listening.
Right?
We're live.
We're live.
Live from
Toledo,
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where we're at? Oh, yeah. That's where I get mugged all the time when they take my $2 bills is Toledo, Ohio.
Dude, this is a nicer beer. That's the thing about Toledo. You can go in a nice area then right down the street.
Oh, yeah. Right down the street. It's crazy.
It really shifts in...
Just like we're about to shift gears in this podcast here.
That's right, and talk about, I don't know what the next transition was, so it's all you.
So, Daniel, do you eat fruits and vegetables?
Well, I definitely don't eat Fruit of the Loom, if that's what you're talking about.
It's not called that. StrideLine Socks.
StrideLine Socks. What were we talking before? What were we talking before StrideLine? Because that's a really good way to bring it up if you like have a brain fart, but then you forget completely what you're talking about. So it's like a lose kind of.
Yeah, and that's been my life.
Yeah.
Lose.
You never win. You lose some, and
then you lose other ones.
You lose some.
And sometimes you come in third or
fourth, and if you're not first,
you're last.
Why
great movie, great film.
I love Step Brothers.
I know. My favorite. Old School is probably the best Will Ferrell movie.
Old School? That's one I've never seen before.
Really?
I still have to see that one.
No, okay. Best Will Ferrell movie, my opinion here. Obviously, guys, don't write all the hate comments. Come on. Stay easy on me here. Stranger Than Fiction. You ever heard of it? Will Ferrell movie, came out in, I think, 2007. Stranger Than Fiction. It's not a comedy. It's a serious movie. Okay. It's really good.
It's kind of like Click?
No. It's like there's like really no comedy element to it.
Like Click, I mean...
I've only ever seen when Click's on like FX and you're just like flipping through and you're like, I'm gonna watch this for 10 minutes and it goes to commercial and you walk out.
It's like it has some kind of comic relief, but it's definitely a more serious, depressing movie.
Yeah.
But I think we were talking about Collective Podcast. What podcast listen to?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, basically it's really cool because they have like our people personalities and yeah. It's kind of...
Is that like the only one you listen to?
I listen to that one, and then I also listen to... there's another one. It's called The Official Podcast. It's on YouTube. It's basically like more focused towards YouTubers, where they just kind of talk about YouTube people and YouTube news, but it's very non-PC. It's like very...
Yeah, kind of like this.
Yeah, no, it's definitely more...
Okay.
See, they're allowed to talk dirtier because they actually have income and money going through it. That's
this one doesn't? So I'm not going to get paid.
You are, just in different methods.
Okay. Oh.
That's right. StrideLine Socks.
StrideLine
Socks. But, no. That's the one thing that sucks is it's very risky to do comedy and like try to make earnings off of it, because if you do something and it's more than PG, then if people see that and they don't like that, then you can not get jobs because of it.
Yeah.
Which stinks.
Yeah.
Because I like to not be PG. And so I have to kind of do it away from the public, I guess. Like away from social media and all that. Which is a bummer. Because I used to be... Maybe it's for the best because I used to be all over the place on social media. But no, I don't post anymore. So it's kind of good because I don't do social media as much anymore. I'm not like as addicted to it.
I am down to like nothing. When I was applying for jobs where I got the job at the hospital.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much only use Snapchat, Instagram at the time, anyways.
Right.
I just made my Instagram private and like deleted it and never really use it. Same with Snapchat, I don't really use it anymore.
You can kind of get more away with Snapchat. Yeah. Even with that, they have like cached files, so if it's really bad, they can find it. But yeah.
I posted a lot of inappropriate Snapchats over the years, so.
It's like not a contradiction. It's like a paradox because the more freedom we have on social media, the less freedom we have.
Yep.
Which is stupid.
But just think, someone thousands of years down the road is going to dig up this podcast and they're going to listen to it. They're going to be like, wow, this was revolutionary for what it was at the time.
Maybe. Or also maybe not.
No, it'll happen. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Right there. So
StrideLine Socks.
If you're listening, future, and like this is... Maybe that's when this is popular. It's after we're dead. Thousands of years from
Wouldn't
now.
that suck? All those painters that like got popular after they died.
Yeah.
And musicians.
For sure. Definitely.
That's probably what's going to happen.
That's all right. The ghost version of me will be like, I knew it.
So what's your take on the Harriet Tubman being on the $20 bill getting delayed?
Wasn't that like 2 years ago that was the thing? Or?
Yeah, but they just came out that they're delaying it.
Okay.
For like 8 years or something like that. Something crazy. It's not going to happen for a while now. What's your controversial take on that, Daniel?
See, I'm a non-controversial person. I don't care what they do. If they want to put someone else on it, go for it. If they don't, I don't care.
You know what? That's why I stick with the $2 bill.
Yeah.
They have not changed it at all.
Right. It gets to the point. It's nice and simple.
$2. It's even.
Yeah.
It's not like a $1 bill or a $5 bill. It's even.
And people might judge you for those new forms of currency.
Exactly.
They might look at you differently. They may be like, "Oh, you use that currency? Disgusting." But with the $2 bills, that's so traditionally used in the past that it's just,
Yeah. Less people are touching it.
Right. And it also kind of makes you a hipster.
Don't use that word around me. I'm not a hipster. Don't use that word around me.
That's what a hipster would say.
Moving on.
So what's your 5-year game plan?
That sounded natural. 5-year game plan. So we're going to graduate in December. Mm-hmm. I'll be in Toledo for at least another, or throughout that year, probably 2020. I would like to live modestly for a couple years and pay off as much student loan or any debts that I have.
Yeah.
And then when I get myself in a good place financially, then start looking to branch out.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I definitely think it's really important to kind of take risks in your 20s, but definitely after you pay off your money.
Yeah,
but
a good portion of it at least, to where you're comfortable.
But moving out to South Dakota.
Yeah, high cost of living out there, high profile lifestyle.
Yeah, but definitely doing that in your 20s because you don't have a family yet. Which, you will have a family, so maybe.
Yeah, but immediately upon getting there, I will have a family.
And that's what you want to do, so that's good. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
But it's just a risk just to get out there, South Dakota.
Yeah, and it's, it's not easy to travel that far within the country either.
Right, I don't think they have airports out there, so you basically have to go by car.
Yeah, no, and I don't own a car. I own a bike it's actually one of those bikes with the attachment on the back where you can put your little kid in the back.
Do you have a trailer?
It's not a trailer, the little kid basket thing in the back.
Yeah.
So that's where I'd have to load all my stuff in there. I got a really good deal on it.
Okay, could you imagine just connecting a full trailer to
a bike?
I'm wondering how well that would work. Because I'm sure once you break that coefficient of friction, once you start moving.
If you're only going downhill, well, no, because then the trailer would probably swoop out.
That's true.
Is it all downhill? Go to South Dakota?
It has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
But but no, I think if you don't have a trailer, that might be a few rides back, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, and that's. At that point, I might as well just start over when I get there.
Hey, if that guy in that Vietnam War movie did it, you can do it.
Who?
What's his face? I'm so bad at remembering common sense things. He's in the Vietnam War movie. He's also in Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks.
John Goodman.
Is that his name? I don't know. I forgot.
It's probably John Goodman.
The main character.
John Goodman, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it's Tom Hanks. But the character he played. And
Sully?
Yeah, he did it. He did it twice, 3 times. He traveled back and forth just because he wanted to run,
Yeah.
So if you can do that, you can.
Yeah, I think he played a dude named Woody or something too, and something.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it's possible, If toys can do it in Toy Story, going.
Is that based on a true story? I heard it was.
I think so. Oh man, what's it based off? It's gonna kill me. I think it was something to do with the Ronald Reagan and JFK debate.
Oh yeah, the classic Reagan Kennedy debate.
There's a lot
in 1951 or 2. Was it 1 or 2?
2. And there's a lot of symbolic meanings behind Toy Story and that.
Yep.
Just connecting it.
Which obviously as a little kid, I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. But now,
well, when you grow up,
as a grown adult,
there it is. It's it all makes sense now.
Yep.
It's one of those moments.
Yeah, so I can't wait for him to conclude the debate this summer, Toy Story 4. It's going to be really good.
I feel like it's going to be really sweaty.
Yeah, it's going to... I mean, history buffs that know the real story know that it's going to be bloody and very religiously centered, but it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So that's my 5-year plan.
So...
You want to know my 10-year plan? You want to know 10 years down the road?
So, okay, let's rewind. So your 5-year plan, you're going to graduate December.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to stay in Toledo for a little bit. And I think I'm going to do that too, just to kind of get money, and
do you want to hang out like once every few months?
Dude, let's do it.
Okay,
for sure.
Yeah,
and then we could just like, definitely.
Yeah.
But so like me, I want to stay like 1, 2, maybe 3 years. But one thing that I've noticed is that whenever you do something for the first time, it's always the funnest when it's the first time, and then as you do it more, it's still fun, but it's not as fun because it's not as fresh. And so obviously there are times where you do something for the first time and it's not fun, but you never have those amazing first time experiences unless you are committed to doing those changes. And so I feel like going out and like moving somewhere new, and you obviously have to really be open to, like, for me personally, like I really will have to try and meet people. And
that's I've thought about that part of it. You're not going to know anybody.
Yeah, like I really have to force yourself to be more social. Yeah, I think.
But you don't have like that avenue like college to meet people either.
Yeah, and especially if it's somewhere like way out there.
Yeah,
like South Dakota or California. You're probably not going to know anyone out there. And so you just really have to start new.
Two very similar states.
Right. But I think the things that are harder to do, if you commit to it and do it, those are the more rewarding